rockstars and metalheads, welcome back to my YouTube channel, and today I'm going to be doing a 2025 Breyer collection tour. Let's do it. So I've got some new Breyers, if you couldn't tell, and we're going to do the collection tour, so let's do it. So here we have one of my sister's dolls, and she is holding a pitchfork and a shovel. Then we have 3 barrels. Then we have my dolls, so we have Taylor, my cowgirl, and Austin, my cowboy. Then we have another one of my sister's dolls. I don't know her name. Here we have Caramel and Lassie. Caramel is a male dog. I don't know the breed, but Lassie is a female collie dog. Then we have a baggie that has 3 halters in it. Then we have 2 white totes. One is full of, I believe that's a baby bottle. Then we have fly spray and a shampoo or conditioner. Then we have a basket of apples, a silver trough with hay in it, a blue bucket, a yellow trough with grain in it, 2 wooden fences, a green fly sheet, a classic English saddle, 2 classic Western saddles, and 2 barrel racing saddles. Actually, no, that's another. Oh, we've got multiple classic Western saddles as well. So there's that, but here is the barrel racing saddle, and then we have 2 barrel racing saddle pads, a Western saddle pad from the classic, and then a classic English saddle pad. And then in here is a bunch of mini Winnie stuff. So this is the bottom shelf. Okay, so now we're going to be doing this shelf, and the first one we're going to be looking at is Aubrey. Now Aubrey is from a discontinued line known as the Pony Gals, or at least Breyer changed the name of it. But she is a white, well, technically gray, Falabella mare with a snip on her nose. And as you can see, she has rooted hair. So since I lost the brush, she will be having a crazy hair day for the rest of her life. Next, we have a horse that is based off of a real horse, and his name is Matoska. And Matoska is a Blue Roan Mustang colt from the Clouds Encore set. Now, here's the thing. How is this a colt when there's no male genitalia? I mean, Breyer puts genitalia, hence why it makes no sense. So, plus, look how tiny. This is not how big a yearling is. A yearling is as tall as I am, just a tiny bit shorter. So, we changed it to a mare and a Shetland pony, and her name is Blueberry. Understood? Understood. She's just a healthy Shetland pony instead of a overweight fat one. Okay, and the next horse is also from the Clouds Encore set, based off a real horse, and her name is Feldspar. And Feldspar is a Grullo Mustang mare with a blaze down her face and stripes on her legs. Now, I decided to rename her to Yasmin, but I am keeping her as a Mustang mare. This is Harper, and she is the 2016 Breyer Horse of the Year, and she is a Bay American Paint mare, a dark bay American Paint mare, as I should say, with all white legs and a heart-shaped star going into a snip. And she kind of looks like my late horse Coda. You all know him. He was my 3rd horse, and he died in 2019 of a broken leg. But she looks a lot like him, except minus the fact that, you know, he had black in his tail. But Harper just reminds me of Coda a lot because she looks like him. And she is definitely one of my favorites because the American Paint is my favorite breed. This here is Flicka, and this is a repaint. And he actually had a broken leg, and my friend Miley reconstructed his leg with clay. So thank you, Miley. But he is a black thoroughbred colt with dapples, and he has a star on his head. Not sure if you can really see that. And then a half sock on his front right and a half sock on his back left. And he is so freaking cute. This is another horse based off a real horse, except it's a thoroughbred racehorse, and her name was Black Caviar. And she was a black thoroughbred mare with no markings. And so I renamed her to Alaska because I just thought the name fit her. This is Silver Bells, and she is a classic bay colored Dutch warm blood filly with a star on her head. And she is so cute. She comes from the Sport Horse family set, and so I absolutely love her. Here is Bluebell's, Silverbell's mom, and Bluebell's is a dun-colored Dutch warm-blood mare with there's not two, with a stocking on her back left foot, and dun warmbloods are actually really rare, so she's a very rare colored warmblood, as you can see. This here is Prince of the Wind, and he is a liver chestnut colored Arabian halflinger cross colt with a star on his forehead and 2 stockings on his front feet, and he is adorable. I absolutely love him. This here is Primrose, and Primrose is a halflinger mare, and she's a flaxen chestnut with all white stockings on her legs and a blaze going down her face, and she is actually just one of the most beautiful models I own. This here is Baby Encore, when Encore was a filly, and Encore is she's now a Palomino Mustang mare with a blaze down her face and some speckles on her muzzle. But this came from the Clouds Encore set, and she is a filly in this set. Then we have Cloud, and Cloud was a real horse. And he was a Palomino Mustang stallion with a stripe down his face. And he did pass away at the age of 28. He was found in the mountains of Wyoming where his herd was, and he died of natural causes because the lifespan of an equine is 25 to 35 years. So he died at 28, so that is old age. But Mustangs can live into their like 40s, so that's somewhat young for a Mustang. We have a little colt that is a Palomino colt named Sunny, and he has no markings, and I don't have a mom for him, so I just put him with Cloud for him to act as his surrogate father. This is Dirt, and Breyer has him as a rearing Silver Bay Mustang, when actually this is a chocolate Palomino color. A Silver Bay is much darker. And how is he a Mustang? He's tiny. So I have him as a chocolate Palomino Chincoteague pony stallion with a baldish blaze down his face and 3 stockings on his legs. And the reason I named him Dirt is when I'd play with him, I'd make him, and he looks like he's rolling, and I would just roll him in the dirt and have him. That's why I named him Dirt. This is Champion, and he's also from the Sport Horse family set, and he is a dark bay Dutch warm-blood stallion with a stripe and a snip on his face and a sock on his back left, and he is Silverbell's sire or dad. This is King of the Wind, and King of the Wind is a liver chestnut Arabian stallion with a stripe down his face and 3 stockings, and he is Prince of the Wind's dad. Okay, 1 row complete. Alrighty then, so we're gonna start here, and this here is Liam, and he is the 2015 Breyer Horse of the Year, and he is a red roan quarter horse gelding, but I have him as a stallion. And he has a blaze down his face and all white stockings on his feet. This is Dots, and Dots is a leopard Appaloosa gelding, but again, have him as a stallion, and with a stripe down his face, and he came with the barrels down here, because I mean, he's in that barrel racing pose, look at him. Next, we have American Pharoah, and he is based off of a real horse. American Pharoah was the 2015 Triple Crown winner, and surprisingly, he's still alive. So the racing industry is still exploiting him for his, so yeah. But he is a red bay, classic bay thoroughbred stallion with a star on his head. This is Speckles, and he is a flea-bitten gray Arabian stallion. Okay, these are my 2 newest models. So first we're gonna take care of this. So this is Misty as a baby, and she is a Palomino Pinto colored Chincoteague filly with this very unique 1 badger-sided marking on her face and all white legs. But I renamed her to Vanilla Bean, and I have Dirt down there as her papa, since I thought that'd be funny. But yeah, this is little Vanilla Bean. Then this is Misty's mother, or Vanilla Bean's mother, and her name is Phantom. And I thought the name Phantom was cool, so I kept it. And as you can see, she is a black pinto-colored Chincoteague pony mare with a star on her forehead and all white legs, and she is absolutely stunning. This here is Honeycomb, and she is a sorrel-colored Arabian filly with a I don't really know how to distinguish this marking. It's like a a blaze going into a stripe on her face, but she has 3 stockings. And she's an Arabian filly. And she's really, really, really cute. She came in a separate set, so I obviously put her with a mare. That would be her mom. Speaking of her mom, this is the Connemara pony from the Best of British collection, but I have her as an Arabian mare, and I named her Pollen, and she is a gray Arabian mare with no markings. Here we have Cinnamon Cream, and as you can see, she has a broken tail. I accidentally sat on her like an idiot, but she is a sorrel colored American paint filly with a blaze / bald face on her face and no white feet, and she's really, really, really cute. Then we have another horse who is based off of a real horse, and let me just carefully get her out. But her name is Paint Me a Pepto, and Paint Me a Pepto is a black American paint mare with all white legs, and she is a cutting horse. I am not sure if she's still alive, but anyways, I renamed her Oreo because, I mean, she looks like she has Oreos. It looks like Oreos. The patterning, it just reminds me of Oreos for some reason. And she is one of my favorites as well because, you know, I mean, look at her. And I love that she has like a little spot on her booty. It's so cute. Then we have another horse who is based off a real horse, and this is Van Gogh. And in real life, Van Gogh is a sorrel colored, pinto colored Mustang stallion now. But right here, he's just like I would consider him maybe a 6-month-old colt right here. Or maybe a yearling. I think he's I think we'll just have him as a yearling because, she already has another baby. But, and he has a very unique facial marking. But I kept the name Van Gogh, and I just turned him into an American paint because American paints are my favorite breed. Next, we have another horse that is based off of a real horse, and this is Tor. And he actually came with Encore as an adult. So in real life, he is a black Mustang stallion now with the star on his forehead, but I have him as a black Andalusian yearling colt with a star on his forehead, and I put him with Misty. Speaking of Misty, this is her. Now, the model is actually of Hwin, and Hwin is a real horse owned by Elisa Wallace, who is a eventer, and she is a dapple gray Mustang mare in real life with 2 socks on her feet. But I decided to change her to an Andalusian and named her Misty, and she is obviously a very beautiful dapple gray color. And y'all know I do not agree with Mustangs being with people. Like, I disagree with it. So that's why I changed her to be an Andalusian. Plus, I mean, she just gives Andalusian vibes instead of Mustang vibes. Okay, so we're gonna look at some mini Winnies. Now, this is a newer mini Winnie, and her name is Moonlight, and she is a black blanket Appaloosa mare with no markings, and she looks like a cutting horse since, you know, her pose. Next, we have another new one, and her name is Patches, and she is a sorrel colored American paint mare with a white face, stripe down her face going into a bald face, and then all white legs, and she's super cute. Then we have Colossa, and she is a bay colored American paint mare with all white legs and a star on her face. This is Aria, and she is a white leopard Appaloosa mare with no markings. This is Winter, and I painted her, and she is a white Arabian mare with no markings. Then we have Honey, and she is a palomino colored Pinto-Wabian mare with a stripe down her face and all white legs. Then this is Santia, and she's a liver chestnut colored Arabian mare with a sock. No, that's a stocking on her front left. Okay, this shelf is done. Okay, so we're now here, and we're gonna start with the mini Winnie. So this here is Buttermilk, and he is a buckskin colored warm blood stallion with 2 socks on his front legs. Then this is Blackened, and he is a black thoroughbred stallion with a star on his forehead. This is Fuego, and he is what color are you? You look like a roanish color. Yeah, I think he is a bay roan color. Yes, this is like a bay roan color, and he's a rearing Mustang stallion with a stocking on his front left and another stocking on his back right. Now let me just put this away without killing them all. This here is Ifara, and he is a red roan Arabian stallion with a stripe down his face and a stocking on his back right. This is Chaco, and he is a chocolate palomino standardbred stallion with 4 stockings and a snip on his nose. Then we have Cowboy, and he is a Grullo colored American quarter horse stallion. This is a repaint. I turned this Mini Winnie into War Admiral, and he is the 1937 Triple Crown winner, and War Admiral was a seal bay with no markings. This is Blue Jeans, and he is a blue roan quarter horse stallion with no markings. This is Tyron, and he is a gray blanket Appaloosa stallion that I repainted, and he has no markings. This is Calvados, and he is a buckskin colored Mustang stallion with no markings. This is Shamrock, and he is a smoky buckskin colored American paint stallion with a blaze down his face and 3 stockings on his legs. Then we have Wisp, and Wisp is a dapple gray Andalusian stallion with no markings. This is Coda, and he is a bay American paint stallion with a blaze down a stripe down his face and all white legs. This is True Blue, and he is a blue roan Tennessee walking stallion with a stripe down his face. A star on his head. This is Buttercup, and he is a palomino colored Percheron wait, how are all of his legs white? No, just his 2 front legs with socks on it and a star on his forehead. Then we have Dots and Spots. My bad, no, Spots, and he is, no, this is Dots. That's Spots. This is Dots, and he is a spotted draft horse. Then we have Big Blue, and he is a blue roan Shire stallion with a stocking on his front left leg, and a sock on his right back leg, and then a big blaze / bald face. This is Cookies and Cream, and he is a flea bitten colored Ardenna. I have him as an Ardenna with no markings. Then this is Boom, and he is a spotted Noriker and with no markings. This is Rio, and he is a black and white pinto colored Irish cob. Then we have Bud, and he is a red blood bay colored Clydesdale stallion with all white feet. Okay, time for stablemates. So this here is Minnie, and she is a blue roan Shetland pony mare with no markings. This is Gray, and she is a Grullo colored Tennessee walking mare with a stripe down her face and a stocking on her back left. This is Willow, and she is a liver chestnut colored standardbred American saddlebred mare with a star and a stripe on her face, 2 white stockings in the front legs, and then a sock on her back right. This is Quincy, and she is a smoky buckskin colored Andalusian American quarter horse cross with a star going into a stripe on her head and 2 white stockings on her feet. This is Queenie, and she is a red dun colored quarter horse mare with a stripe on her face, a star on her face, and white legs, 3 white legs, so 3 stockings. This is Encanto, and he is a light bay colored Andalusian stallion with 3 stockings and a star on his forehead. These are the twins, and this is Sage and Paige, quarter horse Arabian crosses. They're black and white with a star on their stripe down their face and all white legs. Then we have Ginger Snap, and she is a chestnut colored Pinto-Abian with a stripe down her face and all white legs. Then this is Bolt, and he is a Grullo colored quarter horse stallion with 2 stockings on his back legs. This is Golden Dawn, and he is a Palomino colored Seal Francis stallion with a snip on his nose and white and a stocking on his back right leg. This is Dippin' Dots, and she is a Palomino colored Seal Francis Appaloosa cross. So basically she's a Sportaloosa with 3 stockings and 2 stockings and a star on her and a snip on her face. Then we have Steps High, and she is her mom, and she's a black blanket Appaloosa mare with a stripe down her face and 2 white stockings. This is Ruffian, and she is off a real horse, and she's the 1975 Triple Tiara winner. And she is a sealed bay colored thoroughbred mare with a stripe on her face and a sock on her back right, I believe. No, back left. This is, what did we name you? Goldie? Blondie. This is Blondie. Blondie is a palomino colored quarter horse mare with a stripe blaze down her face and a stocking on her, it's hard to see, 2 stockings on her legs. This is America, and America is a chestnut. No, she's more sorrel colored American paint mare with a stripe down her face and all white legs. This is Heartbreaker, and she is a bay colored Hanoverian mare with a stripe down her face. Then this is Autumn, and she is a light bay Seal Francis mare with a star and snip on her face and 4 white legs. Okay, time for big horses. So this is Golden Cloud, and he is a palomino colored quarter horse stallion with a star and snip on his face, as well as all white legs. Then we have Chocolate Chip, or just Choc Chip, and he is a real horse, a Western pleasure horse, and he is a dark bay, actually I would consider him a seal bay American paint stallion with a blaze on his face and all white legs. All white legs. This is Black Beauty, and Black Beauty is a black Seal Francis stallion with a star on his head and a sock on his front right leg. This is my very first horse, a Breyer Woodgrain quarter horse mare from 1964. So this is 61 years old. My Mimi gave it to me, and I just named her Damien, and she has a star snip and all white legs. This is Britannia, and she has a permanent cast because her leg broke forever. So yeah, but she is a sorrel colored Morgan mare with all white legs and a stripe on her face. This is Skylar, and she is a dark bay blanket Appaloosa mare with a snip on her nose and 2 socks on her feet. This is another horse based off of a real horse, and her name is O.T. Ceremone RSI, and she is a dark, almost black liver chestnut mare, Arabian mare. Then we have another horse based off of a real horse, and her name is Cody, and she is a liver chestnut colored American paint mare with a blaze on her face and almost all white legs. Here's another horse that's based off a real horse, and her name is Don't Look Twice, a sorrel colored American quarter horse mare with Rubano markings. You can't really see it, but she has Rubano markings on her lip ribs, and then 2 white legs, a sock and a stocking. But I have her as a thoroughbred, and I just kept the name because I wanted to. Then we have Wondrous Pride, and he is a flaxen chestnut colored thoroughbred colt with a star on his face, as well as a snip and all white stockings. Here we have Grown Up Encore, and Encore again is just a palomino quarter horse, Mustang mare with a stripe down her face, and I just have her as a quarter horse instead because I wanted to. Okay, this shelf is complete. This is Pepper. Pepper is a Grula colored thoroughbred mare with no markings. Then we have Coco, and she is a liver chestnut, almost borderline liver chestnut, American paint mare with 2 stockings and a bald face. Then this is her colt, Prince, and Lakota, my bad. Lakota is a bay colored American paint colt with a blaze down his face and 3 stockings. Then this is Dakota, and this is Lakota's dad. Dakota is a black American paint stallion with a stripe down his, no, that's a blaze down his face and all white legs. Here we have Trigger, and Trigger is a Palomino appendix stallion with a stripe down his face and all white stockings on his legs. Then we have Red Velvet, a appendix Hanoverian cross, and yes, that's what she is. She's a Hanoverian appendix cross that is a red bay color with just 1 stocking on her left front leg. This is Chocolate Fudge. She is a dark bay Hanoverian mare with a stripe down her face and 3 stockings on her legs. Then we have Siberica, who is a bay roan Rocky Mountain horse mare with no markings. This is Ginger, and Ginger is a sorrel colored Holsteiner mare with a stripe down her face and all white legs. Then we have Peanut Butter Cup, and she is a bay colored leopard spotted nap stripper mare with no markings. Then we have Cayenne, and Cayenne is a red roan quarter horse mare with a star and a stripe on her, with a star and a snip on her forehead and no leg markings. Then we have Galaxy, and she is pretty sure she's black, a black quarter horse mare with a snip on her nose and 2 stockings on her back legs. Then this is Star, and I actually painted her to look like my horse Star, and she is a sorrel colored quarter horse mare with a stripe down her face and 3 stockings. This is Chester, and Chester is a red dun quarter horse stallion with a blaze down his face and 2 stockings. Then we have Man O' War, and I painted him to look like the real Man O' War. And he is a chestnut, well, in real life he's a sorrel, but this is a chestnut colored thoroughbred stallion with a star on his forehead. Then we have Chance, I believe, Chance, and he is a liver chestnut Arabian stallion with no markings. Actually, we have a sock on his front left. So we got a lot of liver chestnut Arabians. Oh my gosh. This is Aladdin, and I painted him, which is why the paint looks really chunky and bad, but he's a white Arabian stallion. Then we have Avalor, and he is a flea-bitten gray Andalusian stallion with a star on his head and 2 stockings on his back legs. Then we have Snowman, a flea-bitten gray Hanoverian stallion. Then we have Totiluz. I know his name is not actually Totiluz, but I just named him that to honor him. I could paint him to be Totiluz. I probably could. But yeah, he's a black Dutch warm blood with 2 stockings and a stripe down his face. Then we have American Psycho, and he's I painted him as well, hence why he looks terrible. But he is a leopard-colored nap stripper stallion with no markings. Then we have the Shadow Man, and I just have him as a black forest horse stallion with some white, like a sock on his front left, and a half sock on his back left, and another sock. Nope, that's it. Here is Maverick, and he is a smoky buckskin colored Mustang stallion with a stripe down his face and no markings on his legs. Then this is Hachita, and then it's Rainbow Dash. These 2 are painted. This is Xavier, and he is a roanish colored Mustang stallion with a bald face. Then we have Loki, a black Mustang stallion with no markings. Then this is Alberon, a black Frisian stallion with no markings. This is Ambar, a black Lipizzaner stallion with a star on his head. Then we have Odin, and he is a black Seal Francis stallion with a star on his head and 2 stockings on his back legs. This is Jin, and he is a liver chestnut colored Gypsy Vanner or Irish Cob stallion. I know he's not an Irish Cob, but I just want him to be, with a bald face and all white legs. Then we have Apollon, a bay Clydesdale stallion with all white legs and a blaze down his face. Then we have Big Bertha, a dark bay Shire mare with her feathers clipped, and she has 2 white legs and a blaze down her face. Next, we have another horse from the Best of British collection, and his name is Lightning, and he is a dappled gray Shire stallion with a blaze down his face and all white legs. This is a horse based off of a real horse, and his name is SBH Phoenix. He was a Silver Bay Clydesdale stallion with a blaze down his face and all white legs. This is Flames, and he is a bay-colored bay pinto-colored Gypsy Vanner stallion with a bald face and all white legs. This is Harley, another horse based off a real horse, and he is a Sugarbush Draft, apparently. And he is a black blanket Appaloosa with a sock on his back left foot. Then we have a horse that was also a real horse, and he's actually my favorite one I own, and this is Picasso. And he is a bay pinto-colored Mustang stallion with a very unique marking on his face and only one stalking. But I have him as an American paint because American paints, again, are my favorite. Then we have Spirit, and he is a buckskin colored Mustang stallion with a blaze down his face and no leg markings. But the real Spirit, this is actually the Spirit riding free Spirit. I should have gotten the Spirit stallion with Cimarron Spirit. I could just paint him to make him the Spirit stallion with Cimarron Spirit, but that would be very scary. But yeah. Here's another horse based off a real horse, and his name is Pepto Boonsmall, and he is a red roan quarter horse stallion with a blaze down his face and a stalk on his front right and 2 stockings on his back legs. Here is another horse based off a real horse who is actually Gunner and Jasmine's, my horse's, half-brother. This is Latigo done at Hollywood, and he is a chocolate palomino colored quarter horse stallion with a star on his forehead and no leg markings. Then we have the infamous 1973 Triple Crown winner Secretariat, who is a sorrel thoroughbred stallion with a star going into a stripe on his face and 3 white stockings. Then we have Alejandro. He's not a real horse, but he is a gray Andalusian stallion with no markings. Then we have a horse that is actually the mascot for the Denver Broncos, and his name is Thunder, a white Arabian stallion, but I have him named Nectar because I thought so and I wanted to. And those are all my Breyers. Wow. I should probably count them all.
A few minutes later.
I just counted them and I have 130 Breyer horses. And I have an ugly ass zit on my nose. That's disgusting. Well, shit, I'm spoiled. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, and if you liked the video, go ahead and leave a like by punching the like button right in the face. And I really appreciate it if you smash the red subscribe button and ding the notification bell to become part of the family. Thank you guys so much for watching. Peace, love, and blessings to you all. Bye.